almost done today. Somebody told me at my table a few minutes ago, and this really resonated, that for the most part, tourism is the first impact of economic development in Madera County. So we're really, really proud to be very rich in Madera County of tourism products. Just a little bit about us. So a lot of people think that the Visitors Bureau or the tourism agency is just a visitor center. We are actually your destination marketing organization for all of Madera County. We work with all of the chambers. We have about 4 full-time people and 3 part-time people, and then about 35 volunteers that come and help serve about 40,000 people a year. Visitors, and tell them where to go and what to do in this incredible county. So Tourism Improvement District, the way we are funded was in 2009, Madera County had to cut our funding from us, which resulted in about a $2 million lodging revenue loss and $180,000 loss in county TOT. And then they turned around and helped us form what's called a Tourism Business Improvement District. There were 45 of these in the state of California. It's a way to fund, a guaranteed way to fund tourism in counties. Now there's over 100 of these. In January of 2010, we started collecting 2% assessment on hotel rooms in all of the unincorporated area of Madera County. And with that money, we promote tourism throughout the world. Our TBID funding in the first year was $392,000 for 5 years, 5-year term, and then we were able to renew that for 10 years. And I'm happy to say that we've grown almost 100%. We're at $772,000 funding now for last year, and we're able to compete now with the other 4 gateways. In part, Mariposa County still has about a $3 million budget, but we partner with them and piggyback as much as possible. In the 8 years, we were able to help increase lodging revenue, about $19 million, and $1.7 million in the general fund for Madera County. It is said that the lodging industry does a lot of surveys, but for $1, every dollar we spend, we are able to help generate $50 in tourism in our areas. So the travel impacts, this is from a Dean Runyon survey. The latest I have is 2016. So California is a big tourism state. It's #1 in the United States. We're at $126 billion in direct travel spending. We just hit last year over 1 million employees, direct employees for the travel industry. And because vacation home rentals is such a hot topic, I threw that number in there, showing that in California alone, it's a $4.5 billion industry. Madera County, we're at $279 million generated in direct travel spending. So I believe we're the second largest economic factor in Madera County. 3,400 people are employed, and we bring in $23 million in local and state tax receipts. And again, that vacation rental hot topic, $18.4 million in Madera County alone for vacation rentals. So some stats that we have, lodging revenue was up 15% last year. 2016 was a really big year. It was Yosemite's 100th anniversary, and the federal government put a lot of money into marketing national parks. So we had a really big increase for a few years, but we were really happy that we were able to hold that. April, June of last year was incredible. Actually, producing summer occupancy for Madera County. TBID, our funding was up 15%, and visitation 33,208 people for just in our visitor center, and those are just the ones that we were able to calculate. So I always find this interesting, who comes to Madera County. These are from people who actually come to the visitor center, stop in and sign our guest book, which we think we cover about 50% of the people. California remains the #1 traveler to our county, and to Yosemite National Park. it's about 70% is still California that comes to Yosemite. So you can see the other Texas, Florida, Washington, Illinois. And then steady for the last like 10, 15 years that I've been tracking, Germany is our #1 international country that comes to our destination. We have been sending, we have a PR person in our office who is Australian. And so she has a lot of Australian contacts, and we have been sending her to Australia to promote our destination, and we see the growth right there. So the home sharing economy, the vacation rental economy, whatever you want to call it, it's good and bad in the travel industry. It is definitely affecting people, especially in high tourism destinations, is affecting people being able to like rent homes, just regular people coming to rent homes, because people are finding it pretty profitable to do the vacation rentals. And then it's also hard to get summer employees, especially Yosemite when they're hiring, thousands of people in the summer. It's really hard to house them. So here's some stats on the home sharing economy. We are growing like crazy. I think I put it up there, 113 vacation rentals that we know of that were added last year to the tax rolls. We have a lot of on Airbnb that we cannot track because we don't have, they don't actually totally share information yet, but we're working on that. We work with Tracy and her team at the tax collector's office to make sure that people are licensed and are being fair and paying into the county tax and then the marketing arm of their businesses. So Yosemite visitation was down about 14% last year, and again, that's due to that 2016 with the 100th anniversary of the National Park Service was just a big, big year. Heading towards numbers like that again, we'll see how that goes. There's a picture over there, sneak preview, for anybody who has noticed that Mariposa Grove will be opening. After 3 years, it has been in restoration and closed, so June 15th will be the opening day. Personally, I suggest you wait until about September to come visit it, and then we'd be happy to give you all the information and show you around. We are working with the National Park Service to try to make that transition as smoothly as possible. Southgate is still the largest entrance up to Yosemite National Park, so we have a lot of opportunity to get people out of their cars and visit the amazing things that we have to see and do here. We were closed, we had a challenge last year, we were closed 34 days due to Highway 41 getting tore up and then unfortunately have a railroad fire, which the railroad is okay. Opening Monday. It opens Monday. Some challenges we had, again, the highway being closed, Yosemite being closed to flooding or potential. We had a big, I don't know if you call it a scare, but Zinke's office came out with, they were going to raise the per car rate from $30 to $70 to get in. So that is a little bit of a concern. So we're still working on that issue. We're going to hear more about that in 2 weeks when we talk to Yosemite again. Mariposa Grove being delayed. Overcrowding and sustainable tourism, that's a hot topic in the tourism industry. San Francisco has it. A lot of places have where everybody wants to come at the same time. So we're all kind of working together as an industry to say, hey, here's the best time to come to our destination. Let's spread out the seasons and get us a little more than just summer. And then, of course, the home sharing economy is a big, big buzzword. Some of the things we do, we use all the media that we can. We still absolutely do our paid media, which is the print things. Here's a big thing we did in the California State Guide. Print and digital advertising. We use a lot of digital advertising. It is the cheapest way to go and reaches a ton of people. Earned and shared media is when any kind of media picks up our stories, when we can get them to come to an event. When people mention us, share us on social media, and then our website, our photo library, videos, which we're doing a lot of, and we just came out with a 360, which is really fun, virtual reality glasses that we debuted this year in the trade shows. Social world, social, big time. Everybody here is an ambassador of tourism for Madera County. We have a great product. If you're out there fishing, anything, whatever you're doing, eating at a restaurant, hashtag us, Yosemite Madera, and let us share that experience with the world. We would really appreciate that. We've got visitors guides out there. You can always keep one in your car, you meet somebody, and remember to just tell them how incredible this county is. Instagram has taken over Facebook big time now. We just got back from a seminar, so people on Instagram planning vacations is one of the #1 ways to plan a vacation now, including like people an average of 40 websites they look at before they even decide where they want to go. I put a note down there. 1.3 million travel photos shared on Instagram in March 2017. 1 out of every 5 minutes on mobile phone is spent on Facebook or Instagram. Crazy, and still #1 for travel. Visitors guide, we still do the big full visitors guide. All the research says that people still pick them up, and they still use them, especially in destination. They make them stay longer. It's restaurants, all kinds of extra help for tourism. We print 110,000 of them and bring them everywhere we can take them. This is our team. We are small, but we are mighty. And we are very dedicated to making Madera County the top tourist destination. And